Hi everyone, and she can find attend death. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. I want to start by acknowledging that we all come from different walks of life. But there's one universal truth we all share. Relationships are an important part of our human experience. But today we're going to explore a topic that may seem unconventional at first, a woman with no friends. At first glance, this may seem like an unusual or even negative concept, but there's a deeper story to be told. In this speech, we'll delve into what it means to walk through life without close friendships, how society often perceives this situation, and why it's essential to understand the nuances of such experiences. Whether it's by choice or circumstance, the journey of a woman without friends carries its own set of challenges and unique lessons. Thank you for joining me on this thought-provoking exploration. Let's take a closer look at what this topic truly represents. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak directly to a powerful and often overlooked force in our world, the woman with no friends. To the woman who walks through life feeling alone, misunderstood, or perhaps even rejected. To the woman who carries her dreams, struggles, and victories in silence. This is for you. Life is a way of testing the strongest among us, and it often does so through isolation. To be without friends can feel like an unbearable weight, a sign of failure, or even a judgment on your worth. Let me tell you something, your worth is not defined by the number of people who surround you. It's not measured by how many friends you have, how many invitations you receive, or how many you get on a post. Your worth is innate, it is untouchable, unshakable, and wholly your own. When you walk alone, you are not weak. In fact, you are being forged. Solitude is a crucible that reveals your true self. It is in the silence that you come face to face with your fears, your insecurities, and your doubts. And it is there, in that vulnerable space, that you have the chance to confront them head on and emerge stronger. The woman who can sit with her own thoughts, who can weather the storms of loneliness, is a woman who cannot be easily shaken. Do not misunderstand me. Friendship is a beautiful thing. Connection is a vital part of the human experience. But sometimes the absence of those connections teaches us lessons that the presence of them cannot. It teaches us resilience. It teaches us self-reliance. It teaches us to find joy within ourselves rather than seeking it externally. And perhaps most importantly, it teaches us to become our own best friend. Whether the woman with no friends, I ask you, have you befriended yourself? Have you learned to love your own company, to celebrate your own victories, and to comfort yourself in times of these sorrow? Because the truth is, the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. People may come and go, circumstances may change, but you will always have you. And if you can cultivate a relationship with yourself that is rooted in love, respect, and understanding, then you have already won. I think about the great women in history who walked alone. They were often misunderstood, ostracized, or ridiculed, but their solitude gave them the space to think deeply, to dream boldly, and to act courageously. Rosa Parks sat alone on that bus, but her act of defiance ignited a movement. Marie Curie worked tirelessly in her lab, often isolated from her peers, but her discoveries changed the world. Maya Angelou wrote words that touched millions, but those words were born from her own solitary reflections. You too have greatness within you. And sometimes it is in the quiet, in the stillness, that this greatness begins to stir. Or when you are not distracted by the noise of others, you can hear the whispers of your own soul. You can tune in to your passions, your purpose, and your unique gifts. Use this time to build something that is yours and yours alone. Write that book, start that business, take that class, or pursue it through. Let your solitude be the fertile ground from which your destiny grows. It's also important to recognize that being without friends does not mean you are unlovable or unworthy of connection. It simply means that for this season of your life, your path is meant to be walked alone. Seasons change. People will come into your life when the time is right, and they will come in ways that you least expect. But until then, do not wait for others to validate. It comes from knowing who you are, embracing who you are, and standing confidently in your truth, even if you stand alone. To the woman with no friends, you are not alone in your experience. There are countless others who feel the same, even if they do not speak about it. Loneliness is a universal feeling, but it is also a transient one. It does not define you, and it does not have to dictate your care. Use this time to grow, to heal, and to discover the incredible strength that lies within you. And remember this, being without friends does not mean you lack value. It does not mean you are flawed or broken. It simply means that your journey is different. And different is not bad. Different is powerful. Different is where innovation, creativity, and transformation happen. Embrace your difference. Own it. Let it be the fuel that propels you forward. To the woman with no friends, I see you. I see your struggles, your resilience, and your courage. I see the way you keep going, even when it feels like the world is against you. And I want you to know that you are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are a force to be reckoned with, and your story is not over. It is just beginning. Use this time to invest in yourself. Read books that inspire you. Take care of your body, your mind, and your soul. Set goals that excite you and work towards them with unwavering determination. And when the world tries to tell you that you are not enough, remember this: you are more than enough. You are extraordinary. You are a woman with fire in her soul and a purpose in her heart. One day you will look back on this season of your life and see it for what it truly is: a time of preparation, a time of growth, and a time of becoming. And when that day comes, you will be grateful for the solitude, because it shaped you into the incredible woman you were always meant to be. So to the woman with no friends, hold your head high. Walk with confidence. Speak your truth. And never ever forget your worth, because you are not defined by the people who stand beside you. You are defined by the strength, the courage, and the love that reside within you. And that, my dear, is more than enough. Worth is innate. Your worth is not something that depends on external factors or the opinions of others. It is an inherent part of who you are. From the moment you exist, you carry an undeniable value that cannot be diminished by circumstances or the absence of companionship. Society often ties worth to achievement, social connections, or appearances, but true worth lies deeper, beyond what can be measured or compared. It is the essence of your being, the uniqueness that makes you irreplaceable. Too often, people look to others for validation, believing that approval or recognition from external sources is what affirms their value. But this belief can lead to a constant pursuit of acceptance, leaving you feeling incomplete or unworthy if it is not received. But the truth is, your worth exists independently of these things. It is not granted by others, nor can it be taken away by rejection or loneliness. Your value is a birthright that remains constant regardless of external circumstances. Recognizing your innate worth means understanding that you do not need to prove yourself to anyone. It frees you from the burden of seeking approval or conforming to expectations that do not align with your true self. This realization allows you to live authentically and with confidence, knowing that you are enough just as you are. It is a powerful mindset that shifts your focus from external validation to inner peace and self-assurance. When you embrace the truth of your inherent value, you become resilient in the face of challenges and solitude. You stop defining yourself by fleeting measures such as friendships or social status, and instead, you root your identity in something unshakable. And this understanding empowers you to walk through life with your head held high, knowing that your worth is not up for debate. It simply exists, steadfast and unwavering. Strength in solitude. Solitude can often feel like a burden, but within it lies an incredible opportunity for strength and growth. When you are alone, you are given the rare chance to connect deeply with yourself, free from the distractions and influences of others. This quiet space allows you to explore your thoughts, confront your fears, and understand your true desires. While the absence of companionship can feel isolating, it also fosters resilience, teaching you to rely on your inner strength to navigate life challenges. Being alone forces you to face your vulnerabilities. Without the comfort of others to deflect or dilute your emotions, you are confronted with the raw reality of your inner world. This can be uncomfortable, even painful, but it is also where profound transformation begins. In solitude, you learn to stand on your own 2 feet, to soothe your own wounds, and to celebrate your own victories. The independence you build during these moments becomes a foundation that no one can take from you. Through solitude, you also gain clarity. Away from the noise and opinions of others, you begin to see what truly matters to you. This clarity allows you to set meaningful goals and pursue them with unwavering focus. Solitude sharpens your mind and strengthens your spirit, giving you the tools to persevere and thrive even in the face of adversity. It is in these quiet moments that you realize you are capable of much more than you thought possible. Rather than seeing solitude as an absence, it is vital to recognize it as a powerful presence, you 2014, a presence of self-awareness, strength, and purpose. It teaches you to be your own source of encouragement and to draw from a well of inner resilience. Solitude is not a weakness to be feared, but a crucible in which strength is forged. When embraced, it comes a gift, empowering you to face the world with confidence and determination, knowing you have everything you need within yourself. Befriend yourself. Learning to befriend yourself is one of the most valuable journeys you can undertake. Often people seek companionship from others to feel complete, but true fulfillment begins when you develop a deep and compassionate relationship with yourself. Being your own friend means accepting who you are, flaws and all, and treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding and offer someone you care about. It's about recognizing your own worth and nurturing the bond you have with yourself. When you become your own friend, you cultivate self-compassion. Instead of being harsh or overly critical, you learn to approach your mistakes and shortcomings with patience and forgiveness. This shift in perspective creates a safe internal space where you can grow without fear of judgment. By embracing your imperfections, you unlock the freedom to try new things, empowering you to tackle challenges with courage and determination. As you strengthen your relationship with yourself, you lay the foundation for a life of genuine happiness and independence. You stop relying on others to fill emotional voids and instead create a fulfilling and balanced inner world. Befriending yourself does not mean isolating yourself. It means building a partnership with the one person who will always be with you. When you learn to love and support yourself, you unlock a profound sense of peace and resilience that carries you through every season of life. Solitude fosters growth. Solitude offers a unique opportunity for personal growth that is often difficult to achieve in the midst of constant interaction. When you are alone, you are free from the influence of others, allowing you to listen to your own thoughts and uncover your true desires and ambitions. This period of introspection is a time to reflect on your values, your goals, and the person you aspire to become. Solitude creates a quiet space where growth begins not through external validation, but through understanding and evolving your inner self. In solitude, you have the chance to confront the parts of yourself that may be holding you back. Without distractions, you can identify fears, insecurities, or patterns of behavior that no longer serve you. While this process can be uncomfortable, it is a necessary step toward transformation. Growth often requires stepping into the unknown, and solitude provides the safe environment to explore these uncharted territories of your mind and soul. Being alone also allows you to develop skills and focus on self-improvement in ways that are difficult when you are constantly surrounded by others. Whether it's pursuing a passion, learning something new, or honing a craft, solitude gives you the time and space to invest in yourself. It's during these quiet moments that you can immerse yourself in work or creativity without interruptions, fostering discipline and determination. The accomplishments achieved in solitude become milestones of growth that you can carry with you for a lifetime. Solitude is not avoided, it's a fertile ground for self-discovery and empowerment. It fosters resilience as you learn to rely on your own resources. And it nurtures clarity as you focus on what truly matters. And the growth that comes from solitude is transformative, shaping you into a stronger, more self-aware individual. Rather than fearing solitude, embracing it as a tool for growth opens the door to a deeper, richer understanding of yourself and your potential. Historical examples of solitude. Throughout history, many remarkable individuals have used solitude as a tool for transformation and achievement. Their stories remind us that being alone is not a limitation, but an opportunity to harness inner strength and creativity. These figures often endured isolation, not by choice, but by circumstance, yet emerged as, where solitude became a crucible, where they forged their greatest ideas, developed unwavering focus, and discovered their unique paths. Consider the story of Harriet Tubman, who spent much of her life operating in secrecy and solitude as she led enslaved people to freedom through the Underground Road. Her isolation was a necessity for survival, but it also gave her time to strategize, solidify her purpose. Harriet's strength, forged in solitude, allowed her to become a fearless leader who changed countless lives. Her journey shows that solitude, while challenging, can be a space where courage and clarity take root. Another example is Jane Austen, whose relatively quiet and secluded life allowed her to create timeless literary works. Despite limited social interactions, Austen's solitude gave her the focus to explore human nature and relationships with profound depth. Her novels continue to inspire and influence the world centuries later. Austen's story demonstrates that solitude can foster creativity and provide the time and space needed to produce extraordinary contributions to society. Even in fields like science and exploration, solitude has played a pivotal role. Marie Curie, working tirelessly in her lab, often in isolation, made groundbreaking discoveries that revolutionized our understanding of radioactivity. Her time spent alone in research was not a sacrifice, but an investment in progress. Historical examples like these illustrate that solitude is not merely an absence of company, but a fertile ground for growth, innovation, and the pursuit of purpose. These stories encourage us to embrace solitude as a phase that can lead to transformative outcomes. Focus on self-improvement. Focusing on self-improvement is one of the most empowering ways to transform your life, especially during periods of solitude. When you shift your attention inward, you begin to see opportunities for growth and development that may have been overlooked. Self-improvement is not about achieving perfection, but about becoming a better version of yourself every day. This journey requires intention, effort, and the willingness to take responsibility for your own progress. During times of self-improvement, you have the chance to assess your strengths and weaknesses honestly. This reflection helps you identify areas where you want to grow, whether in your skills, mindset, or habits. As solitude provides the perfect environment for this process because it removes distractions and external comparisons. Without the noise of others' opinions, you can set personal goals that align with your true aspirations and values. Self-improvement also involves taking actionable steps toward growth. It might mean learning a new skill, improving your health, or cultivating a positive mindset. Each small step builds momentum, and over time, these efforts compound into significant changes. The key is consistency and persistence, even when progress feels slow. By focusing on your own journey, you cultivate self-discipline and resilience, which are essential for your success and fulfillment. Ultimately, focusing on self-improvement leads to a deeper sense of confidence and self-worth. As you invest in yourself, you begin to recognize your potential and embrace the possibilities ahead. As growth radiates outward, positively impacting every area of your life, from relationships to career changing. And the connection, joy, and belonging you seek may be just around the corner, waiting for the right time and circumstances to unfold. The feeling of loneliness often arises from a gap between your desire for connection and your current reality. However, this gap can serve a purpose by encouraging you to reflect and grow. It pushes you to better understand your needs and values, preparing you for more meaningful relationships in the future. Instead of fearing loneliness, recognizing its temporary nature allows you to focus on what you can learn from it and how you can use it to strengthen yourself. Loneliness can also create space for self-discovery and resilience. During these times, you may realize that you are stronger and more resourceful than you thought. The absence of others can help you reconnect with yourself, rediscover your passions, and realign your life's direction. When you emerge from loneliness, you often do so with greater clarity and a renewed sense of purpose, which can attract the right people and opportunities into your life. Understanding that loneliness is not forever offers hope and perspective. It reminds you that life is full of surprises and that the connections you long for may appear when you least expect them. How by embracing the present moment and trusting in the flow of life, you can transform loneliness into a stepping stone for personal growth. The temporary nature of loneliness does not diminish its difficulty, but it does offer the reassurance that brighter days lie ahead. Reject society's stigma. It's a powerful call to challenge and break free from the judgments and labels that society often places on individuals. Society tends to define people by certain standards, whether it's through appearance, choices, or personal beliefs. These labels can create limitations, making individuals feel confined to predefined roles and expectations. Rejecting society's stigma is about embracing one's true identity, values, and aspirations without being weighed down by others' opinions. When we reject societal stigma, we allow ourselves the freedom to live authentically, following our passions and ambitions rather than trying to meet the often unrealistic standards set by external forces. Society's views on success, beauty, or even behavior can be narrow and limiting, but by resisting these stereotypes, we empower ourselves to pursue our own path. It's a reminder that personal fulfillment comes from within and not from conforming to what others think is right or desirable. In rejecting stigma, we also contribute to creating a more inclusive and accepting environment where people can be themselves without fear of judgment. This shift in mindset not only benefits the individual, but also uplifts others, fostering a sense of community and support. When society recognizes that there is no one right way to live, it becomes easier for everyone to embrace their uniqueness and be celebrated for it. Ultimately, rejecting society's stigma is about self-empowerment. It's a refusal to be bound by restrictive norms and an affirmation of personal worth. It encourages individuals to trust their instincts, make decisions based on what feels true to them, and walk confidently in their own skin. It's about rising above the noise of external criticism and finding strength in who you are, regardless of society's expectations. Embrace being different is an empowering message that encourages individuals to accept and celebrate what makes them unique. In a world that often values conformity, it can be difficult to stand out, but embracing your difference is a way to affirm your individuality. Rather than striving to fit in or meet societal expectations, it's about recognizing that your distinctive qualities are valuable and should be appreciated. Every person has their own story, perspective, and talents, and these differences contribute to the richness of life. When we embrace our differences, we give ourselves permission to be authentic and true to who we are. And this authenticity allows us to pursue paths that align with our personal values rather than following the crowd. It also brings a sense of freedom, as we are no longer constrained by perspectives that would not have emerged in a homogeneous environment. In the end, embracing being different is not about rejecting others, but about celebrating diversity and individuality. It fosters an environment where everyone can thrive in their own way. By accepting our own differences and the differences of others, we build a more inclusive and compassionate world where individuality is seen as a strength, not a weakness. Embracing what makes us different allows us to live more confidently and enrich the lives of those around us. Invest in personal growth. It's a powerful concept that emphasizes the importance of dedicating time, energy, and resources to improving oneself. Personal growth is not just about learning new skills or gaining knowledge. It's about evolving into a better version of yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. This journey involves self-reflection, setting meaningful goals, and continuously striving to overcome limitations. When we invest in personal growth, we take responsibility for our own development and recognize that growth is a lifelong process. The investment in personal growth often requires stepping out of our comfort zones and embracing challenges. It means being open to new experiences, learning from failures, and consistently seeking opportunities for improvement. Whether it's through education, reading, therapy, or practicing mindfulness, each step taken toward growth builds resilience and confidence. Personal growth is not always easy, but it rewards those who are willing to commit to the process, as it leads to greater self-awareness and a deeper understanding of one's purpose in life. Investing in personal growth also improves relationships with others. As we develop greater emotional intelligence and empathy, we can communicate more effectively and handle conflicts with more grace. This growth helps us build stronger connections and create environments where we can thrive both personally and professionally. And the more we invest in becoming the best version of ourselves, the more we contribute positively to the world around us. Ultimately, personal growth is the foundation for long-term success and fulfillment. It enables us to navigate life's challenges with a sense of purpose and resilience, continuously improving and adapting to new circumstances. By making personal growth a priority, we open ourselves up to endless possibility, transforming not just our own lives, but the lives of those that we interact with. Investing in growth is one of the most valuable choices we can make, as it enriches every aspect of our lives. Preparation for greatness is about laying the foundation for success by consistently working towards a higher level of achievement. It involves recognizing that greatness doesn't happen overnight and requires dedication, hard work, and a clear vision of what you want to accomplish. Preparation means putting in the effort every day, even when the results aren't immediately visible. It's about building the skills, habits, and mindset needed to reach your fullest potential and make a meaningful impact. To prepare for greatness, one must be disciplined in setting goals and working tirelessly to achieve them. This involves planning, staying focused, and making sacrifices along the way. Greatness is not only about external accomplishments, but also about developing the inner strength to face challenges and push through obstacles. Preparing for greatness requires resilience, as setbacks are inevitable, but how we respond to them defines our journey. Each failure becomes a lesson that moves us closer to our ultimate potential. In addition to hard work and perseverance, preparation for greatness also involves surrounding yourself with the right people and resources. This could mean finding mentors who can guide you, learning from others who have walked a similar path, or building a supportive community that encourages your growth. A network in education and self-improvement are all part of the process, as they provide the tools and insights necessary to excel. Preparation is not just about individual effort, but also about creating an environment that nurtures your success. Ultimately, preparation for greatness is about aligning your actions with your vision. It's the commitment to continuously improve and to push beyond what's comfortable. When we prepare ourselves mentally, emotionally, and physically for success, we increase our chances of achieving greatness. It's not a matter of waiting for the right time, but making every moment count by preparing for the opportunities that will come. Greatness is the result of consistent, intentional preparation that sets the stage for extraordinary achievements. Unshakable confidence is the kind of self-assurance that remains steady no matter what challenges or doubts arise. It's not simply about believing in your abilities when things are going well, but about maintaining a strong sense of self-worth and conviction even in the face of adversity. This type of confidence is built over time through experiences that test your limits and force you to confront your fears. It's the ability to trust in yourself and your decisions, regardless of external opinions or circumstances. Unshakable confidence is rooted in a deep understanding of your value and strengths. It comes from knowing that you are capable, not because of external validation, but because you have developed the resilience and mindset to overcome difficulties. It's about embracing who you are, flaws and all, and knowing that imperfections do not diminish your worth. With unshakable confidence, you no longer feel the need to prove yourself to others, as you are secure in your own identity and path. Building this kind of confidence requires consistent practice and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. It means embracing failure as a part of growth rather than a setback. Each challenge faced and obstacle overcome strengthens your belief in your own ability to handle whatever comes your way. Over time, these experiences reinforce your sense of self and help you trust that no matter what happens, you will find a way to succeed or learn from the situation. Ultimately, unshakable confidence is a powerful tool that enables you to take risks, pursue your goals, and live authentically. It allows you to stand firm in your decisions and navigate the ups and downs of life with resilience. With this confidence, you are able to face criticism, rejection, or uncertainty without letting it shake your belief in yourself. In conclusion, embracing the journey of personal growth, rejecting societal stigmas, and preparing for greatness are all essential components of building unshakable confidence. Each of these elements contributes to our overall development and empowers us to navigate life. As we invest in ourselves, embrace our differences, and trust in our own abilities, we unlock the potential for extraordinary achievements. True greatness comes not from external validation, but from within through the consistent effort to improve, challenge ourselves, and remain unwavering in our beliefs. Let us move forward with confidence, knowing that our unique path is one that can lead us to truly remarkable places. Thank you all for your time and attention. It has been a privilege to share these thoughts with you, and I hope they inspire you to embrace your journey with confidence and determination. I remember the path to greatness begins with believing in yourself and taking consistent action. Keep striving, keep growing, and never stop believing in your own potential. Goodbye, and may your journey ahead be filled with strength, purpose, and success.